This is the Alpine A110 GT, and let's face it, it is an amazing looking car. But this isn't going to be any old review. Oh no, we can't be taking this car out on a normal A road. We've got to take it somewhere a bit more special. And that is why we are going here. Snowdonia, the largest national park in Wales. Home to spectacular views and some of the best roads the UK has to offer. Which is the perfect place to see what the Alpine A110 GT can really do. With a 0 to 60 time of 4.5 seconds, 300 brake horsepower and top speed of 155 miles per hour, the A110 is certainly a high performance vehicle. But that high performance is not just helped by its 1.8 litre engine. You see, the Alpine A110 has been perfectly crafted with its aerodynamic shape, its 100% aluminium chassis, and the fact it weighs just over 1,100 kilograms. Its whole design and structure has been perfectly thought out to achieve that high performance and excellent driving experience. Now, if we just take a look underneath the car, you can see it is perfectly flat. This allows for perfect stability and pure aerodynamic efficiency. Features like this are normally reserved for the supercars of the world, but just goes to show Alpine's true racing heritage. Which means when you're out on the road, you get a driving experience like no other. I mean, the ease this car tackles corners, cruises along these windy roads, the high performance, you know, that rumble from the exhaust. It's just a complete package. It's the ultimate driving experience. Can't think of a car that I've driven that has this much control. Makes you think, can a car get any better? I mean, this car seems to have it all. And on a sunny day in Snowdonia, I mean, does life get better than this? The beauty I find about the Alpine A110 isn't just necessarily how it tackles the road, even though the driving experience to this is second to none. But also its design. It's a very signature look both inside and out. Now, the A110 is still a relatively new car. You know, Alpine reintroduced the A110 to the market in 2017, so it's still somewhat the new kid on the block. However, the A110 goes back much further than 2017.
Back in 1962, the new car manufacturer Alpine released the first A110. And in the early 1970s, the car was at the forefront of the racing world. In 1973, Alpine became the first constructor to win the World Rally Championship. And in 2023, the Alpine still remains part of the elite with the A110. And even though this car feels very modern, it still has that piece of history with it being designed closely to the old A110 building.
What I love most about the A110 is the very signature and classic identity that comes with the design of this car. If we take a look at the dips in the bonnet, these massive headlights, and I particularly like the Alpine branding in the centre. Also on top of that, you get these two central daytime running lights, which give it that real character. It's a very unique look, it stands out, and ultimately makes this car look really, really high end. We'll just pop the bonnet and take a look at the 1.8 litre petrol engine and, well, the engine isn't actually in the front. What you have in the front is a storage compartment, which you might be thinking is a little strange. However, at the back of the car, which we'll talk on to later in the video, is a pretty small compartment. So you know what? This adds to the practicality of the car. But you're probably thinking, where's the engine? Well, the engine is actually positioned in the centre of the car, which may seem a little strange. However, what this allows, it allows for 56% of weight on the rear axle and 44% on the front, which allows for better handling and control for that perfect balance. So you get a track-like driving experience no matter where you go. The whole look and feel of this car just shows off Alpine's true racing heritage. Take a look at the design of the back. It has that really nice sloping back roof with these air vents and also the Alpine branding in the centre. That really makes the car stand out and give it that really racing edge. But we talk more about design of the back, and you have these two nice little dips here and here. It's quite sleek. There's not really much going on at the back, but I don't think it needs it. It's very sleek, very classy. Now, if we take a look at the boot, and do you know what? The boot space in this car is very limited. That front one is a major help because what you have here is 100 litres of boot capacity, which could fit your work bag, could fit an overnight bag, but ultimately that one at the front just shows the true practicality of this car. And the practicality is really felt in the interior of the A110, which, may I add, just oozes class and style with its design. I really like the fact that it has that exterior colour on the interior. I think it really breaks up the black leather and also the door cards here. And just little things like, you know, these leather door handles, which just give it that edge. The seats just give off that true racing identity. Come to the centre console, again, proper racing features with your automatic gear shifters, that massive red start stop button, and also some really practical features like this little phone slot. Has that nice carbon fibre effect on top. You can easily put your phone in there when you're connected to the Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. I mean, you could put it under here, but it might slide about when you're driving, so have it there makes it all safe. When you come to the steering wheel, has that red sport button, has them manual gear shifters. Overall, just looks so classy. But come back to the practicality, and you have a 7-inch infotainment screen which comes with built-in navigation, smartphone connectivity, all this, all that. Come to the climate controls, and it's quite a small compact system. Maybe could be a bit of a nicer finish, but the fact that it's just 2 downs just makes it really easy to access when you're driving. I mentioned before about that storage in the front and the back. Yes, the back storage is very small, but that front one, do you know what, will help you out. For your average day-to-day car, this is pretty practical. It comes with that infotainment system. The climate controls are easy to use when you're out on the road. It has that option of manual, you know, if you want a bit of a sportier drive. And it also has cruise control and speed limiter and also reversing cameras. So yes, the A110 is great if you're going on a weekend road trip. But you know what? You could use it for your average day-to-day drive. It is a very practical sports car. I mean, the ease that this car has to tackle these windy roads, it's just effortless. You know, you'd be thinking a high performance vehicle with this type of road where it's constant twists and turns, you'd be really wrestling it. All you have to do is slightly nudge the steering wheel left or right and you get so much precision and control. I mean, this is just ridiculous how good this car is. I mean, the noise you hear when you drive in the driving position is so nice. It's not really loud, it's not really obnoxious, it's just this nice rumble. You know, when you start it up, it's not like in your face, but it's nice grumble. You hear these little pops when you accelerate. For me, the Alpine A110 feels almost like a car that gets a bit looked over. You don't really see many out on the roads. Yes, obviously, it's, you know, a high-end vehicle. Prices starting at £50,000. It's not really your average day-to-day car. But you often see other higher end cars out on the road. It's very rare to see an Alpine. I just think, why not? They have one of the most unique looks, they have one of the most amazing driving experiences, and they also are very practical from the average day to day. For me, the A110 should go in the Motor Hall of Fame. It is an amazing car.